Jon Gruden said he'll die to coach in the SEC. He wants to get back into coaching, no matter if it's in the NFL or college football. It's just killing Jon Gruden that he's not able to be on the sidelines coaching football. And I feel Jon Gruden will crush it as a head coach in college football. I've been saying for the last couple of years that somebody should give Jon Gruden a head coaching opportunity to coach some college kids because he has the perfect personality for it. He's very charismatic. He'll get along well. He'll resonate with the younger players that he'll be coaching. I think that you'll have less concerns about his ability to coach college kids than what you do with Bill Belichick. That charisma that he has will also help him in the transfer portal and on the recruiting trail. And one thing about Jon Gruden, despite him saying a few times that he doesn't really like the whole NIL aspect, you give him an opportunity with somebody like him that just lives, eats, and breathes football. He'll put his all into doing whatever it takes to win, especially in the toughest conference in college football, because you kind of have to view football as religion when you're coaching in the toughest conference in college football. And I think that the perfect place for Jon Gruden will be Arkansas. You have Sam Pittman, who right now seems to be a dead man walking because Arkansas is not good. You got Jalen Green, Bobby Petrino, and then everything else. So Arkansas, more than likely, is going to be one of the worst teams in this conference this year, which means Sam Pittman could get fired, and that sets up an opportunity for Arkansas to hire Jon Gruden. Arkansas, I believe they have a pretty good NIL collective. Their basketball team, they put a lot of money into that. So with Jon Gruden, they wouldn't hire him without him saying, hey, man, like if I'm going to do this thing and I'm going to be able to win, I need enough money to go out and buy the guys that I need. With Jon Gruden specializing in the X's and O's, at least with how he breaks down the game and talks about it, the dude is an offensive guru. So Jon Gruden, he doesn't need to have an insanely talented team. He doesn't need a roster full of 5 and 4 stars. He just needs a few of those guys, and you get a few good transfer portal additions here and there. Jon Gruden can be able to close the gap that he lacks in talent with his schemes and with his coaching. Now, another thing that would benefit Arkansas by hiring Jon Gruden is that you would get more buzz around your program. Arkansas, Fayetteville, it's ducked off. It's not really a big market. They got a huge fan base, but they're not really talked about from a national standpoint. Jon Gruden, he will bring much needed buzz to that program, especially if they end up being as bad as what they are expected to be, and with how they've kind of been a little bit irrelevant these last couple of years with the bad coaching hires that they made, how the program has seemed to regress since that 9-win season that Sam Pittman had a few years ago. You would need somebody like Jon Gruden to get people talking again. And Jon Gruden has rehabilitated his image, because when he was last coaching for the Raiders, he had some emails that leaked where he had some language that was kind of racial. So he ended up stepping down. It was a huge disaster from a PR standpoint. Well, since he's been on YouTube and been with Barstool, he's been able to repair his image. He's back in the Buccaneers Ring of Honor. So I don't really think anybody will be tripping off the past. Players know who Jon Gruden is as well. And with the kind of personality he has and the enthusiasm he has for coaching football, he'll just make it fun to play for him. So Arkansas getting Jon Gruden, it will bring much needed attention, much needed energy to the program. I feel it will be more publicity around Arkansas hiring Jon Gruden than what there is right now around North Carolina hiring Bill Belichick, just because Bill Belichick isn't in the media talking as much as what Jon Gruden is. Another thing is that I think that you get Jon Gruden, you make a few good transfer portal pickups, you get a few good true freshmen with the NIL money that you can commit to him, you right out the gate could be an 8-win team or better. That's how good of a coach I think Jon Gruden has the ability to be in college football. The guy knows his stuff. He knows how to coach guys up. He just is really passionate about the sport. He has a lot of knowledge, so he'll be really good at being able to develop players. Arkansas also will be able to get him for a pretty reasonable price. Instead of going out there and paying top dollar for one of the best head coaches from the G5 range or one of the top assistants, Jon Gruden probably would give you a little bit of a favorable deal. Maybe he doesn't ask for as much as what Bill Belichick is getting at North Carolina due to the passion and love that he has for coaching. Shoot, talking to Jon Gruden, he might just take the job for free if you allow him to. The guy just wants to coach. So I think that Arkansas is a pretty good place for Jon Gruden. I think the location of it also is really good as well. Fayetteville, Arkansas just seems like it fits Jon Gruden very well.